Hey, this is Walter Jones.
This is Austin St. John.
And you're listening to
Ranger Danger.
Go, go, Ranger Danger. Ooh. Go, go, Ranger Danger. Ooh. Go, go, Ranger Danger. Mat and Michael's Ranger Danger.
Welcome to Mighty Morphin Ranger Danger. Everyone, this is the podcast where we watch an episode of the TV show Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Today, we're going to be watching the episode called Forever Friends. Or is it Friends Forever, Michael?
It's Forever Friends.
Forever Friends.
It's the opposite of the actual expression that people use.
Yeah. Do we don't want it to be too intuitive for the children?
No.
What episode number is this?
This is 97, Matt.
97.
97.
Wow. Okay, so we don't have a guest today. It's just Michael and I, which I think is appropriate because, Michael, you're my friend forever.
Aww.
We don't have a lot to talk about before we watch today's episode. There is something I want to ask you listeners, though. It's something that's been weighing quite heavily on my mind of late. I don't know if you're familiar with the televisual production Seinfeld, starring Mr. Jerry Seinfeld as Mr. Jerry Seinfeld. The reason I bring this up is because I've been thinking about the music of the show.
I'd just like to let everybody know in advance, this has nothing to do with Power Rangers.
No, I just, this is my platform and I want to hear your responses. Do you think the music from Seinfeld is ironic in nature? Because it's very, over the top, upbeat. The music from Seinfeld, right? I don't want to have to do it. I'll do it better.
I'll drop the theme cue in, right there.
Okay, there we go. So that music just there, it doesn't seem to me to really line up with the dour, cynical sides of the show. It seems like it's almost like a parody is too strong a word, but I do think it's an ironic music choice. Do you think that was an intentional choice? Let us know. Send us an email, rangerdangerpodcast@gmail.com, or you can let us know via a Twitter tweet. We're at RangerDcast. You can hit us up on Facebook. Don't let us know on iTunes, but you can give us a review on iTunes. And if you just want to get the podcast and not send us anything, you can get that on iTunes or Stitcher or YouTube. Tune in as well.
We have a shop.
We do have a shop. I am here sitting drinking from my Ranger Danger mug.
He's holding it up for some reason, even though I got him the mug, so I know what it looks like.
They don't.
No, but they also can't see the mug.
I like to think that they could feel that I'm lifting it up. We have that connection with our listeners. Anyway, so I'm here with my Ranger Danger mug. You probably aren't, I'm guessing. And I know that feels bad, but there's a way you can rectify that. If you go to www.rangerdangerpodcast.com/shop, you too can have a Ranger Danger mug with beautiful Ranger Danger artwork on it.
Buy a mug.
Please buy a mug. It really is gorgeous. It's a beautiful mug, and I wish I could draw that well so I could produce beautiful mugs like that. Unfortunately, we just have to know talented people and make them do it for us.
Yeah. So if that hasn't put you to sleep, I do have a couple of things to just cover. We're about to head into peak Ranger Danger for the next couple of months.
That's not like Mount Everest.
It's not necessarily the best, just peak quantity-wise.
Oh, no, I'm saying it's not a literal mountain. It's just some podcasts.
Oh, yeah, but there's a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
So when you hear this, Dino Charge will be back next week.
Whoa!
So Ranger Danger Dino Charge will also be back the Wednesday following the first episode. That should be the 2nd of September.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So we'll be back, episode 789.
Yep.
Exciting to see what happens there. Actual Power Rangers that's new and interesting and maybe even good.
I am so much more looking forward to that than watching today's episode, I'll tell you that.
But before we get to that, the Wednesday after this episode drops, we'll have another second Die Ranger special.
Wow.
It's a nice big one for you guys. I'm not going to tell Matt what happens in it. We're just going to get into it. But it's going to be a good one, I promise. And if you missed it, during the week, this week, before this one came out, we dropped a very quick 10-minute special where Matt, Tim and I match Power Rangers up with the cast of Friends.
Yes. That was fun. I like that.
That's very exciting. And I don't know yet, but if we're lucky, that will have a cool variant of the theme in it.
What? That's amazing.
So no promises yet, but if you've already heard it, you will know if it did have that or not.
Yes.
So we will see what's happening there. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
That's all I got.
I love things.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Do one more thing.
I love more things.
Next week,
Yes.
we're going to have a guest.
I love guests.
Let's talk about it at the end of the episode instead.
Oh, that took the energy out of that.
Yes, it did.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. We will see you guys in just a moment. We're going to go watch Forever Friends. You can too if you'd like on Netflix or iTunes or on the TV if you want to do it the old-fashioned way.
I mean, we're going to watch it on the TV as well.
Yeah, TV and Netflix, which I think makes us doubly cool.
I've often said that.
That we're doubly cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
People
it's
say that about
Netflix
us.
through an Xbox.
Yeah, that's triple cool. Whole new levels of... Oh, God. What is our lives? We're going to go watch some Power Rangers. We'll come back and talk about it.
Bye, guys.
All right, we're back.
So Matt's going to quit the podcast.
That was some bullshit.
But that's the very end of this episode, so I think we'll get to that. Let's make it all the way through this one at least first, yeah?
I'll do my best.
All right, so Kim's in the juice bar doing some gymnastics.
Yes.
Aisha says she's looking good.
Yeah. That's not incorrect.
No.
We don't I don't ever want to be that podcast.
No, I'm trying really hard not to be that podcast, but...
I will say that as a child,
Right.
I clearly formed the opinion that Amy Jo Johnson is a very nice looking lady.
Right.
And I don't remember specifically seeing this episode.
Right.
But I think it'd be a fair guess to say that this episode may have resulted in that impression.
It's funny, we're 97 episodes in.
Yeah.
They haven't done a lot of gymnastics, particularly.
really haven't. No.
There's been lots of martial arts competitions.
Yeah.
But this might only be the second or third
Yeah.
time that they've done any kind of gymnastics competition, which is a nice change, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
That's the thing.
Let's just move past. Let's acknowledge it.
Yep.
Let's move past it.
Okay.
So Aisha's got a friend,
Yes.
Shauna.
Yep.
Shauna is shitty that Aisha transferred to Angel Grove
Yeah.
from Stone Canyon.
She's not very subtle about it.
Oh boy. No.
So Shauna's going to be competing against Kimberley in the finals of this gymnastics competition.
Yep.
And arrives and is basically a raging bitch to both Kimberley and Aisha.
It's incredible.
It's... you couldn't act like that to any other person and not be slapped in the face immediately.
Yeah, but
in
because
real
they're
life.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And that would probably kill her, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah. Aisha says, look, things have changed since I moved to Angel Grove. And she just gives, so I see.
I don't think it's quite yet, but there's a line where she goes, oh, so see, you haven't broken your finger? And then leaves a beat. And then Aisha's like, no, I haven't. And then Shauna goes, well, then why didn't you use your phone?
There's
Such a bitchy thing to say.
Aisha says, oh, Kim, you and Shauna will be competing for the district title. And Shauna says, I'd say we'll be competing for more than that.
Oh, it's so bad. But also, I appreciate, in some ways, them trying to get some high school drama.
Yeah, she's
into-
a high school girl whose best friend moved away and now is hanging out with another girl who does all the same stuff.
Yeah.
She has a bit of a license to not take it very well.
Those are the ingredients for some okay high school drama.
Yeah.
It's certainly not executed well.
If you
but-
moved to Queensland and started doing a Power Rangers podcast with another dude,
Yeah.
I'd be a bit shitty too,
Yeah.
I think.
That's fair.
Yeah. So Lord Zed's got, I guess, a plan? It might be the vaguest plan he's had yet.
It's pretty bad.
He's going to split up Kim and Aisha from being friends.
Yep.
And then the Power Rangers won't be able to work together effectively as a team. And then I guess he'll be able to kill the Power Rangers?
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's very open. At the end of that last scene, though, I'd just like to say there's the world's most withering gaze from Shauna.
That's actually the next scene.
Oh, it's the
but
next
yes,
scene, is it?
Yeah. We get some more high school drama.
Right. I'd highly recommend, if you want a withering gaze gif, go pull that up on your computer, get out your image capturing software, and .gif that shit, because you'll be able to use it in a lot of contexts.
It's incredible. It's just an incredible look.
I'm not exaggerating when I think I say it's like arch withering gaze.
I don't think anyone does withering gaze better than like the early teenage girls.
Yeah.
And it's just
It hurts. Like, it hurt me, and I wasn't even the subject of it, really.
there's a great bit where like it's a bit awkward between Aisha and Shauna, and Kimberley just steps into the foreground and makes facial expressions.
Yeah. At the camera, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good. So the boys and
Yes.
Bulk and Skull.
This is a very gendered episode, this one.
It is.
The girls had drama and are doing gymnastics. Meanwhile, the men are in the shop making tools.
But in kind of a nice thing, everyone's kind of terrible at it.
Oh, yeah, and
Like,
I did appreciate that.
Adam holds up what looks like just a chunk of wood. Like he hasn't
Yeah.
even made anything. And Tommy's like cut two things out, but they're different shapes and they don't go together.
He looks like he's trying to make Pac-Man or something. It's
like,
pretty good.
part of me thinks, okay, there's no way you could possibly be that terrible. But, you know, it's nice that it's not like, yeah, well, we're making the cool gun.
And also, I think, too, they're so good at everything
Absolutely.
else. Like,
Yep.
they're straight-A students. They're all karate or gymnast champions. Everyone seems to love them. They get all the cool, like, student council positions.
Yep.
So they have one thing they're shit at.
Yeah,
You know?
they can't build a birdhouse.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Because they're so good at all those other things, they're conversely the worst at woodwork.
I'm imagining there's one student at Angel Grove High, like Steve,
Yeah.
who is, you know, he comes like sixth academically in everything, and he's like the third best karate student. But woodworking
Yeah.
is the one class that he ever gets to top.
Yeah. I can't imagine, though. Like, Billy he made, like, a Volkswagen that could fly at the speed of sound, right?
He invented teleportation.
Yeah, he can't cut a bit of wood. I'm pretty sure he could cut a bit of wood.
I'd also like to say, there's no teacher in this room.
Oh, no, they're just fucking around with some tools.
That sounds like a terrible... Like, we had, you know, like woodworking at high school. You weren't even allowed in the rooms if there wasn't a teacher present.
Yeah.
Like,
What did you woodwork, Michael?
I have a feeling we all made chopping boards out of like layers of different coloured woods, not just like cut out
Here's
of
a block of
rectangle
wood.
It was in, you know, year 8, so we were, I don't know, 12 or something. They don't give you the complicated ones at 12.
I don't know, I did, in year 8, I did, like, the simple one I did was a pencil box, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I made a box.
Yeah, with like a slide-out lid.
Yeah, we probably made the same box. Was yours about big enough to put magic cards in?
Yes, nerd.
I may still have that box full of magic cards somewhere.
Some people put pencils in them, but that's fine.
I didn't have enough pencils, but I had a lot of magic
I
cards.
don't doubt that. The other thing I made, and it's still getting used today, is a notepad that like had a slanted bit on it and then a roll of paper, and you could like write notes out on it and then pull the paper and tear it off so you could take the note with you, and it would dispense more note onto the place where you write.
Right.
It's pretty cool. And my mum still uses it to this day for like practical things.
Has she replaced the roll of paper?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made a trowel out
What's
of
a
like,
trowel?
you know, like a small hand shovel for gardening and such,
Sure, yeah.
out of metal.
I respect that.
And
That's
we
cool.
made...
Better than a chopping board.
What else do we make? It's like a little punchy thing. It's got a name. It's like
Fist.
No, not... Like a little metal punchy thing that
Punch?
you hit with a hammer. It's like a...
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, we are not the most constructive of people. We have a podcast. We don't make things with our hands.
We make ideas.
Yeah, that's right.
We're artists.
Yeah, suck it, nerds.
Yeah.
Woodworking nerds.
Tradies.
Yeah.
We'll fight you, but not actually. Please don't.
No, we won't. We will not do that.
Please don't find out who we are.
Did you make anything else?
I think that was it. I never did metalwork. I only did woodwork.
Right. Ours was like one subject in year 8 to figure out if you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And then you could take it as an elective.
Yeah. Yeah. I did some home ec classes and baked some shit.
Yeah, we did some of that.
I can't remember what though. I remember being quite proud of my creations. I cook alright from time to time.
Yeah.
Cool. So Power Rangers.
Yeah. So Bulk and Skull
Yes.
are going to lose a finger.
Yeah, definitely.
They're being left unsupervised in a room with like circular saws and
And they are ostensibly working with explosives.
Yep.
Or at least explosive and or flammable materials.
Yep.
So Yeah, it's a miracle that no one has died.
Yeah. So Bulk and Skull heard about that new thing that the Power Rangers do.
Yes.
Jetting!
Yes, I just about fell off my chair. Like, I swore up and down that we'd never see jetting again.
Yep.
But here it is. It's back.
It's like 60 episodes later. I know it hasn't been that long, but it's been a while.
It's been a while. And it's not for anything.
No.
They just brought it up.
So Bulk and Skull's plan is to make jetpacks.
Yep.
Let's get back to that in a sec.
Yeah.
Then when the Power Rangers are jetting,
Yep.
they can catch up to the Power Rangers
Yep.
and unmask them.
I like the idea that not only are they going to learn how to jetting, they think they're going to be able to jetting and like be good enough at it to catch up to the Power Rangers.
So look, I buy that Bulk and Skull don't know about this,
Yep.
but the Power Rangers used jetting
Yep.
to go to like another galaxy.
Yes.
That means they're traveling faster than the speed of light.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yep.
Whatever Bulk and Skull are making in their jetpacks,
Yep.
not faster than the speed of light.
No. The Rocketeer couldn't catch them, and they're not the Rocketeer.
No. Second,
Yes.
so entirely unsupervised,
Yep.
they've been allowed to make what are essentially jet engines that go on your back.
Yes. It's insane. Again, this lends credence to the theory that Angel Grove High is incredibly understaffed.
Oh, it has one teacher, and Miss Appleby is teaching one of the other classes, so...
So they've clearly just gone, okay, here's woodwork class, here's a book about woodwork, go hang out in the shop.
You'd be lucky if they... I reckon they got a video on like a TV that they wheeled in on a cart.
Made in the 1970s.
They always were, weren't they? They were never new TVs.
Now, third question.
Yeah.
How do they know it's called jetting? Like, what? Again, do the Power Rangers do press releases?
They must. That's the...
Weekly press release. Hey guys, just let you know, media release.
We've got a new power.
We do jetting now.
Yeah. Jetting's a thing. Jetting's cool.
All the kids do it, except they're not, because they're not the Power Rangers.
6 of the kids are doing it, but maybe we're not the kids. Maybe we're aliens. Who knows?
Probably you, because apparently we tell you everything. It's one of those things where you just need to stop and take a second thought. All it needed was a slight dialogue tweak where they go, oh, you know that thing where the Power Rangers shoot through the sky?
Yeah.
Not sure what it's called because they don't talk to us.
I do think to do that, this episode would have had to have been about 70 episodes ago, the last time we saw jetting.
Yes.
So, like, because now I barely remember jetting.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about jetting since that episode.
I have.
Other than when I see the bit of paper I've got of the illustration you drew of someone jetting.
Yep.
Which I need to make into a t-shirt or something because it's incredible.
Yeah.
But...
I think this is a sign from God that we need to get back on that t-shirt.
Okay, well, I'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
So Bulk and Skull then are just at the park?
Yeah.
Have they gone to the park in the middle of school?
Well, who's going to stop them, Michael?
So look, here's what happens.
Yeah.
Sparks fly out the back of their jetpacks.
Yeah.
They run around, it's sped up, it's still not funny.
No.
They jump into a pile of hay.
Yeah.
They're lucky the sparks aren't still going because they'd both be dead.
Yeah. And then there's cow sounds. No cow.
No cows.
There's clearly there's a cow there in the script and they're like, well, we can't do a cow, but we can play some cow sounds.
It's like, oh, they've gone into a pile of hay. What's the appropriate humorous sound effect for jumping into a pile of hay? I guess cows. They're just in a park. Why is there a pile of hay? The script says they jump into a pile of hay. Look, just put some cow sounds in. The kids are 7. They won't question it. We're adults. It's dumb and weird.
Not only that, it's played as if what's coming out of their jetpack is propelling them around the park.
Yep.
But it's sparklers.
Yep.
No, I don't think even a kid would look at that and be like, wow, they're being pushed around.
They haven't even done some smoke.
No.
Or some...
Anything like that I would buy. Sparklers.
If they had smoke coming out and were running around, you'd go, yeah, okay, this show has a budget of like $12. That's pretty good. But...
And because they're running around, clearly running, they're not... it's not like they're being pushed around by the force of these things. It's just such a bad idea.
Did you know piles of hay can just spontaneously combust?
No.
It's a thing that can happen with hay because of the structure of the hay and how dry it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can just catch fire.
Does it reflect the light in a certain way?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not an expert in hay fires.
Okay.
I'll put a link in the show notes. But
if you're a hay fireologist, let us know.
they shouldn't have jumped into... Why did they jump into hay? It's incredibly dangerous.
It is.
So anyway, Aisha...
So he's fucking around with jetpacks.
Yep. So Aisha and Kimberley and Shauna are having a picnic in the park.
Yeah.
So Lord Zed's got a plan.
Yes.
He'll speed the breakup up by capturing the Pink Ranger and Shauna. Goldar says, how will that help?
And I was like, yeah.
That's a very good question, Goldar. How will that help?
Thank you for asking that question for me.
He doesn't really explain it.
No.
It's not like he's going to capture them, keep them separately, and only let Aisha save one of them.
Yes.
Right? That would separate that relationship.
Yep.
Because either one of them's dead,
Yep.
or Kimberly or Aisha saved one and didn't... That would work, but
either way, Aisha's going to have a soured relationship with Kimberly.
Yes,
either
because
Kimberly's
Kimberly is
dead,
no longer there, or because...
she had to lose her best friend to save Kimberly.
It's just, and Kimberly is either dead or got rescued in favour of a civilian.
Yeah. And that's dark, but that doesn't have to happen for that to be the plot.
He doesn't have to say die.
No.
I mean, he doesn't say die. No. He can say destroy or doom or...
Get rid of.
Yeah.
Take out the trash. Dump that chick like a sack of potatoes.
Jesus Christ. Why could... Yeah, it's just... Anyway, so also, meanwhile, he turns a saw into the jaws of destruction.
Yes.
It's like a samurai saw man.
Mm-hmm. That's a much better name than Jaws of Destruction. In fact, if we had Samurai Fan Man and then Samurai Saw Man, why not just make them brothers?
Oh, that'd be nice.
He killed my brother, and I'm here to have it, but no, we couldn't.
Who was your brother? Samurai Fan Man. Who was that? Oh, he was a very forgettable monster about 40 episodes ago. Really, he trapped you guys in a gourd. Oh, that wasn't us. We weren't there. There must have been a couple of you.
Yeah.
So, some people went to a peace conference. Oh, well, look, some of you killed my brother. That's close enough.
Billy's the only one that knows what's going on because he's the only one who knows what a gourd is. Everyone else is like a gourd?
You mean that, like, pumpkin-y thing?
Yeah. So, Jaws of Destruction, Michael.
Yep.
Like, where does Jaws come from?
I don't know.
Are they, like, I guess...
I was kind of expecting him to be a shark.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, some sort of bitey thing.
Yeah.
I guess the teeth of a saw are kind of like Jaws, but that's a stretch. Especially when he's so clearly a samurai.
Do you want to know what that character was called in Die Ranger, Matt?
Yes, please.
Archbishop Saw.
Fuck yeah! Oh, that's so much better! Archbishop Saw.
Archbishop Saw.
Oh, breaks my heart.
It's not even a pun. It's just
an awesome name.
And it's funny, he was actually the first monster to be killed by the Megazord.
Ah.
So...
The Thunder Megazord.
The Thunder Megazord, yeah. So they've dragged him...
right back.
Way out of order.
Cool.
Alright, so Kimberly and Shauna are trapped in a cave.
Can I just... Going back to when Goldar appears next to them and teleports them away.
Yeah, sure.
Aisha says, oh no, it's Goldar.
Yep.
Shauna's there.
Yep.
One of two things. Either she's just revealed that she's a Power Ranger, or everyone knows Goldar's name.
I'll imagine that everyone knows Goldar's name.
Why? Goldar doesn't do media releases.
Maybe he does. Maybe that's what Finster's been doing this whole time.
He's got a blog.
Yeah. Day 57, they still don't remember that I'm here.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the other part of the Moon Palace that we haven't seen since episode 60.
Yeah.
Just going like, he's been making monsters this whole time. Lord Zed never uses them.
I just imagine it's one of those bitter and cynical employee
absolutely.
blogs. Yeah. It's like, Goldar's such an idiot. He'll never learn.
Because he's sitting there watching what's happening. He doesn't want to go up and say anything because then he might have to do something. But he's still getting paid. They've forgotten about his division, so he's just like, right.
Yep. So just kill some time.
Hey kids. Everyone's following on the exploits and no one takes Goldar seriously anymore.
Goldar appears and Shauna's like, okay, I know you're about to kidnap me, but I just want to say... You can do better. Yeah. Stop letting Lord Zed treat you that way, Goldar.
Yeah.
Break out.
Remember how you used to be when you were Rita's top lieutenant?
Yeah.
Remember how good that was?
People respected you back then.
But maybe you have to just lose the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot he didn't used to have wings.
Yeah.
He never uses those.
No. Not even for jetting.
No.
Okay, so they're in a cave.
Yep.
There's some...
No, that's Michael. They're in the cave.
They're in the cave.
Yeah.
There's some stalagmites coming up from
Some
the
what,
ground.
sorry?
Stalagmites?
Stalagmites?
That's what I said.
Okay.
They're coming up from the ground. They're the ones that come up from the ground.
Yep.
They've got electricity going through them. It's apparently a force field.
Yep.
They don't reach the ceiling, so they could maybe just climb over, but...
If only they were gymnasts.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. So Shauna is impressed that Kimberley is so calm.
Yep.
Kim can't say, I'm calm because, like, this is the 5th time we've done this.
Yeah.
It's about the 40th time I've been in this cave.
And Goldar is so incompetent. Although, in this scene in particular, I actually really appreciated, and maybe this is just in relative terms.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Amy Jo Johnson's acting.
Yes.
And I really like Kimberley as a character now.
Yep.
Throughout this episode, Aisha, and this has been building for a while now, has really been grating on me.
Yeah.
Because she's such a one-note character. Whereas in this, Kim was, quite genuine.
She gets some dimension and some...
Yeah.
Was it just me, and have I been hanging out with Kaylee too long?
Yeah,
or
there
was
were
this
vibes.
scene a bit gay?
Yeah.
Like,
In a great way.
I was thinking, this scene's a bit gay, and then they started holding hands.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So, Kimberly's so calm. It turns out both their parents are divorced.
Yep.
Shauna says that whenever anyone close to her leaves, it reminds her of her dad leaving.
Oof.
And when I say says, I don't mean it's subtext.
No.
I mean that's the literal sentence that she says in the show.
Yep.
Kimberly says, my parents are divorced too, but my dad still loves me. I mean, she doesn't know the circumstances of Shauna's parents' divorce. Maybe Shauna's dad is like a violent alcoholic or...
Jesus.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You can't make assumptions.
No.
And then it would have been really nice if they'd escaped on their own.
It would have. And that would have been a much more satisfying bringing them together moment than what we get at
they
the
have
end.
to work together.
Yeah, but they don't.
No, Tommy's going to rescue them in about 5 minutes.
Yep.
But so Goldar has... Aisha goes and tells the other Power Rangers what's happening.
Yep.
And then they go to the command center.
Yep.
And Aisha leads with, Goldar's kidnapped both my best friends and I feel like I failed as a Power Ranger.
Yeah, that's heavy shit. Like, I'm not a huge Aisha fan, but I just feel bad for her in that moment. She's not wrong either.
And also, as Zordon points out, one of Lord Zed's most dangerous monsters...
It's definitely not. Like, low end of the scale.
The
So
Jaws
low.
of Destruction.
Yep.
So Tommy will go on his own to rescue Kim and Shauna.
I just want to say there, what Zordon actually says is that he's been sent to destroy the Rangers once and for all. He says this to the Rangers. It's not even a big deal, but these are such stupid writing mistakes that I don't understand how a monkey does, you don't say, if I was saying to you, I would like you to get that mug for me, I'd be like, I wouldn't say, I would like Michael to get this mug for me, and then look at you expectantly.
Also, though, that's what he sends every monster down to do.
Yes. It's not information.
No. It's, this monster, he's going to fight you guys.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and win.
Yeah. So watch out for that.
Yeah, watch out.
Be prepared.
I'll just stay here in my tube.
Yeah.
Go for that one, kids.
I love the fact that, maybe he's just, getting a bit Alzheimer in his old age. And he's he's coming to destroy the Rangers, so if you see them, let them know.
And all the Power Rangers, they can't say anything because...
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
It's just uncomfortable, but we're going to have to do something about this at some point.
Yeah.
We'll have to... Is there somewhere you can send a head in a tube? Is it like a home? Can we get a different head in the tube to...
Oh, I don't want to replace him. Although they will.
They will. So Tommy is going to go rescue Kim and Shauna.
Yep.
Because...
They don't have Tigerzord footage.
Yep. And... It's just narratively, if they're not going to save themselves, Aisha saves them.
Yes.
That's what this story is.
Yes. But no.
No. All right. Everyone else goes to fight the Jaws of Destruction.
Yep.
By which we mean fight some putties while the Jaws of Destruction stands on top of a mountain going, fight them putties.
Yes. This is a very bad time in Power Rangers. I mean, we keep saying it, but it's still so true. The Rangers can't fight the monster in little form, and for whatever reason, the Megazord battles are incredibly short and profoundly underwhelming.
I didn't hate this week's, but I think you did, so we'll get to that.
Yep.
But so there is a cool shot where like the Power Rangers are posturing and we pan across some putty legs as the putties are getting into position.
Yeah, it's a pretty good fight as well, but it's more putties.
Billy says to them at one point, "When are you putties going to learn?" It's a good question.
It is a good question.
This is an episode filled with people questioning the narrative.
Yeah, and not getting good answers.
No. So Tommy's also fighting some putties.
Yep.
He's outside the cave.
Yep.
He beats all the putties. He takes them down pretty easily.
Yeah, he also beats them while holding Saba, but because he can't cut them, it's basically handicapping him because he has to.
He has one hand.
Yeah. He awkwardly hold his sword up and then punch them with his left hand.
That's great.
It's
It's so dumb. Just give a putty a sword.
Yeah.
One putty a sword.
Yep.
And then he can sword fight that putty and punch the other putties.
Yep.
So look, Tommy stabs the electricity. Shauna manages to escape. Force field comes back.
Yep.
Shauna refuses to leave without Kimberley.
Yeah.
Alpha teleports her away.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because my reading of this scene was that Tommy intentionally kept Kim in the prison so that Shauna could have a plausible reason to not leave with Kim.
Right.
Which, like, everything that Tommy and Kim, the way they interact in this scene, gets that across.
Yeah.
But also, why would he have the power to bring the force field back up with his sword?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? It's strange. But when Shauna finally gets teleported away, Kimberley has this pretty great moment of like, okay, God, thank God she's gone. Now I can morph.
Yeah.
And then just punches her way out. Which I enjoyed. Like, it does at least prove that Kimberley could have saved herself there.
Yes.
The issue was that she would have given up her identity.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if it came to they were going to die, she could have just handled the situation.
Yeah, but it wasn't appropriate to do that at that point. And so, yeah, it's, it's fine.
Yep.
Anyway, so Aisha is on the ground about to be punched by some putties. Kimberley jumps in and saves her.
Yay.
Oh no, getting punched by a putty, that would have
really done
maybe
something.
bruised a bit. I don't.
So while Kim is back with the rest of them, Lord Zed sends Goldar down to fight Tommy.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what anyone involved thought was going to happen there. Why does Tommy have to fight Goldar?
Yeah.
He knows all that's going to happen is he'll do it for a while and Goldar will bitch off.
Yeah.
He might as well just walk away.
Yeah.
That makes no difference to anybody.
Or kill Goldar. Or just do it. Yeah. Just take care of him so it stops being a problem.
Yeah. And it's not like Goldar could catch him. He can jet him, Did we mention that there was actual jetting?
I don't think we did. I think we skipped past the brief actual jetting.
For 2.5 seconds, I'm sure it's reused footage. We just get some jetting
in
the middle of the episode.
Just because it got mentioned. And so...
And, they can teleport, which they do for most of the episode, but they're still
jetting. My personal feeling is that instantaneously moving from place to place is faster than going there through the sky, but...
Who knows? I mean, if I could teleport and I could also jetting, I would jetting a fair bit, because it'd be a hell of a lot more fun.
I guess. I don't like heights. I'd be afraid that I would stop being able to jetting and just die.
Okay. I would, even if I would die, I would probably jetting.
Or maybe I'd just jetting slightly above the ground.
Oh, that's cool. So if you fall, you're just ow.
At walking level, but just more convenient than actually walking. Yeah. So, look, they beat the putties.
Yep.
Lord Zed makes Samurai Sawman grow.
Yep.
They do a different Thunderzord hand summoning action.
Yes.
Where they
punch the sky?
Yeah.
Yep.
We've never seen it before. I don't know why they do it differently. Maybe they had different actors in the suits who didn't know what the action was.
Look, I'm open to them doing anything differently at this point.
So it's interesting. They summon the Thunderzords.
Yep.
And there's a beat of the Red Dragon Warrior mode before they go straight to the Megazord.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it's sunset.
Yep.
And I will say, look, I understand this was an incredibly short, unsatisfying Megazord fight.
So short.
But there is a nice thing where, Jaws of Destruction, which is a terrible name for a monster. It's a description of a thing.
Yeah.
He's he gets his saws out.
Yeah.
He charges at the Megazord. At the last second, the Megazord's eyes light up and it just like slices through him.
Yeah.
It's a nice like high noon Mexican standoff thing.
Yeah.
And then it turns around and does the Thunder Saber and the fight's over.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look, that moment was really cool. And if anything, that just makes me more angry that we don't get any fights anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, you could do cool stuff. There's cool stuff there.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's amazing that everybody loves the Thunder Megazord.
Yes.
Given that it never gets to do anything.
No, and I think that's why I'm getting increasingly angry, because it's in the back of my mind every episode now, we don't have that many left.
No, we don't.
You know? Like, we've got very few chances for a good fight with this Megazord left.
Yep.
And it's breaking my heart.
It's alright, Matt. In January, there'll be a toy and you can make all the fights happen you want.
That's true. Yeah.
So Lord Zed gets shitty at Goldar because Goldar failed.
Yep.
At this point, it's his own fault.
Yeah, it rings so hollow now, because he calls Goldar in, berates him, shakes with rage, and then says, "Oh, but next time they won't be so lucky." And it's like, you know, obviously we say it's like, "Oh, but they will," but it's gotten to the point now where Lord Zed just looks ignorant or
Yep.
stupid. You know, it's not a villain thing to say now; it's an idiot thing to say.
Yep.
So there's that. At least that dynamic will be changing soon. So
Yeah, that's exciting. All right, so it's time for the gymnastics competition.
yes, it is.
So at the start of this competition, I've written down the note, are they going to both win? At about an equal moment, Matt said, if they tie, I'm quitting the podcast. So I'm sorry, guys. It's the
Goodbye,
end of an
everyone.
era.
I'm not going to quit the podcast, but I was so angry.
Look, Kimberley does some gymnastics.
She
it's
sure does.
Obviously Amy Jo Johnson. There's
Yeah.
no like shots where she's facing away and it's a stunt double. It's in slow motion, which is a bit gratuitous and unnecessary. But yeah, she does some cool flips and some like
She's a very good gymnast.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
So is Shauna. It's
Yeah,
just
she
the
gets
same.
a 9.8,
Yeah.
I think. And so Shauna does... I will say, sorry, before we get to Shauna's, when Kim like is finished and gets her score,
Yeah.
she runs over and celebrates with like a group of girls.
that we've never seen before.
Never even...
Who are those people?
Not even in the background at the start of this episode while she was training.
No.
And you'd be like, oh, those are the other Angel Grove gymnast team.
She has friends. They're there.
Yeah.
I don't know why it wasn't them. Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, Shauna does her routine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite as good, although she does do a good backflippy thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good either, but maybe I'm biased.
She also gets a 9.8.
Yep.
They tie. Aisha just like runs over and grabs the trophy
Yeah.
and gives it to them, which I think is very forward of Aisha.
She doesn't even give it to them. She holds them, and then each of them sort of awkwardly puts one hand on it.
Yeah, it's...
It's not. This doesn't solve the narrative problem that I think they think it does.
No.
You know, they don't. There's no agency in this. They don't decide like, oh, you know, we don't want to compete with because we're friends now or whatever. Or they don't solve this issue by solving another problem together.
Yeah, it just turns out that they're equally good.
Yeah.
And like, oh, okay, well, I guess that'll have to do.
So that means we're friends now? Like,
Yeah.
it's not. No, it doesn't work. It's so dumb. So yeah, that's the end.
Forever friends.
Yay. Yeah. Ah, man, I wanted this episode to be good so badly because it is about friendship and I like friendship.
Matt is a fan of friendship.
And there was gymnastics and I like gymnastics and there was a sunset and a sword fight. On paper, that should be great.
That's all the things you love.
But it was terrible.
Yeah,
It was really bad.
It was not great.
And this is why, as bad as the Great Booklet Escape was, for example,
Yeah.
at least it was something different.
Yep.
And this, like, it's getting so tired now, and I'm very thankful for the fact that there are some, at least, cosmetic changes coming soon.
Yeah.
Because they are so into this formula, and they cannot find it in themselves to bring even the smallest amount of imagination to the proceedings.
It's just in this episode, as in a lot of episodes, there's just a couple of things that you could change
Yep.
that would just have improved it
Yeah.
a bit even.
Yeah.
But
Like, no, it's not budgetary.
No.
Just writing decisions.
Yep.
Yeah. No good.
So on that downer note,
Yep.
next week we have a special
Hang on.
guest.
We've got some stuff to do before we get to next week.
Oh, I thought I was gonna do that and then go to the other stuff. But let's do the other stuff first.
Yeah.
Keep listening. That's a sell forward.
A what?
I don't know. I made it
Are you
up.
making up a marketing term?
Yeah, I have. It's a sell forward.
I love sell forwards. You got to get the sell forwards in at the right moment in the podcast.
Yeah, okay, so let's do our other stuff then.
Yeah.
No new swords for the sword board.
Well, he had a sword?
A sword? No, I'm not doing it just because I don't know how we're going to spell it.
Okay.
Okay, let's put Jaws of Destruction on the creature feature.
Yeah.
He's not as bad as the Wheel of Misfortune, but...
Yeah. Around there.
Cannon Top. He's worse than Cannon Top.
Yep. I'd say that.
Is he worse than Frankenstein?
Didn't Frankenstein do that thing where he pulled the bolts out of his neck?
Yeah,
and
he
maintained
did. Yeah, that's fair.
below Frankenstein?
Yeah. Below... I don't even remember Mirror Maniac. Do you remember Mirror Maniac?
No, I think that's a good sign. Probably above Mirror Maniac.
Mirror Maniac. Oh, Mirror Maniac had a giant mirror for a face.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'd be comfortable putting him above Mirror Maniac.
Okay, done.
All right. So that puts him in at number 80.
Yes. Now, Rocky, Aisha, or Adam for this episode?
It was terrible.
It was pretty
But it
bad.
did have Kimberley in like a leotard.
I don't want to bring that into
No,
my
I'm with you. I understand.
into my scoring. Leaving that aside,
Okay. Definitely a Rocky.
a Rocky.
Yeah.
Now, Michael, there's something that I've always wanted from Power Rangers, and it's something that we've never in its 20-year history gotten, and we may never get.
Sure.
And that's a crossover between Power Rangers and Super Sentai.
Right.
We're never going to get that on the show.
God, that would be good.
It would be good, wouldn't it?
It'd be so good.
If only there was some way we could do that on the podcast, like a podcast version of that.
Like if there was a Japanese podcast that watched Power Rangers.
No, I was thinking more a podcast where they watch Super Sentai.
That would make more sense because I don't speak Japanese.
No. So if there was like a podcast out there that watched episodes of like Die Ranger, for example,
Right.
because we're watching through Die Ranger Footage right now.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We could cross over with them.
Matt, what if it was already happening?
What? What? I am shocked by this news.
So next week we're going to have a special guest that we're actually very excited about.
Very excited about.
We're going to have Matt.
Yes.
Not this Matt. We are going to have this Matt as well.
Yep.
But we're also going to have the Matt from Super Sentai Brothers.
Yes.
So-
and they're currently doing Live and Let Die Ranger. That's their Die Ranger recaps.
Yes.
They do a fantastic job. I really like their stuff. And I think if you like our show, I think you'd really like the work that they do. So if you search Super Sentai Brothers or Live and Let Die Ranger on iTunes,
I'll put a link in the show notes just in case you guys need that.
go check them out because I think they're very funny and also quite complimentary to our show. You know, like
That's nice. We like that.
yeah. I mean, complimentary, like
okay.
a good match.
Not saying nice things.
No, sadly. I mean, I don't know if they said anything at all. Maybe they have. Who knows? I just think they do things very similar to us, but also cover that half of the world that we don't generally cover.
Yeah.
In a really great way. So I
Do you mean
recommend-
Japan?
Yes, that's
Okay, right, yep.
I highly recommend their stuff. So
yeah, we'll have Matt on next week to cover a real fish story with us.
Yes.
So he'll have seen whatever the Die Ranger episode is that's being drawn on, which will be interesting because he'll bring a nice other perspective.
Yep.
That's very exciting. We're very excited about that.
yeah. And then hopefully in the future, one of us will pop over to Super Sentai Brothers and join those guys.
Yeah, we'll have to see how we can make that work, but
Yeah.
that's the hope.
Yeah.
So
So
tune into those guys, but tune into us next week as well.
Absolutely. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so too. So next week, a real fish story.
Yep.
That's real REEL.
Mm-hmm.
Between now and then, a Die Ranger special that's Matt and I.
What?
And it's going to be a good one, I promise. Other than that, we'll see you guys then.
We're out. We're going to jetting out of here. See you
Yeah,
soon, guys.
let's jetting.